Good morning, everybody. I know it's extremely early. Extremely early. As you come in, say what's up, or you can go ahead and watch the playback. Just make sure that you like the video, share the video, subscribe, buy a book, buy some hair growth oil, support your girl, send $1, whatever you got to do. All right. I want to go live real quick though. I usually don't go live in the morning because I'm busy usually. Or I just like to relax, especially on Sundays, because Sundays I like to reserve it, for me and my husband. But he trains real early in the morning. He's a personal trainer, so I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and go live. I got out the shower, brushed my teeth and everything, and then I got an inbox from a king. I don't know if he wants me to share his name. I'm just gonna call him R, okay, for his initial. He inboxed me and he asked if I can make a request, a video request. And the video request was talking about, let me see if I can pull it up. He says, women who leave men who feed their spirit and soul for men that water their grass and feed their flesh. I thought that would be a very dope, interesting conversation because I do see this happen a lot. What's up, Sasha? What's up, Justin Maurice? What's up, Shakir Latif? What's up, T. Tyrannell? What's up, Evan King? What's up, Lamarcus? What's good? Natural Beauty early in the morning. Peace to you, Maurice. Who do I see over on Facebook? I see Jermaine. What's good? James, Chris, Quincy, Keisha, Sean, Julian, Hazel, James, Lawrence, and there's somebody else. Smitty. What's good, everybody? And again, I know it's early as fuck, so excuse me. But this does happen a lot, you guys. And I want to talk about it because I do feel like it's important. Let me take my probiotic. I gotta chew it. They so nasty, y'all. But they're good for you. But I do feel like this happens a lot because women, what's up, Lawrence? What's up, Dubai? What's up, Phoebe and Rye, Sam? What's good? True indeed, Keisha. It does go both ways. It does go both ways. But I got this inbox from a king. So I want to touch on this from a woman's perspective, okay? Because he didn't understand. Fellas, the reason why a lot of women would rather leave a man that feeds their soul and their spirit for a man that, what did he say exactly? For a man that waters their grass and feeds their flesh is because we are taught from very young ages that that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to go after the man that is able to take care of you financially, the man that has all of the material possessions, a man that has all the riches and the golds of the world by any means necessary, even if that means he's in the process of providing you with all of that, neglecting you. Even if in the process of him being able to provide you with all of that, he's mistreating you. He doesn't care about you mentally. He doesn't care about you emotionally. He just wants you to be there for him without him having to really do much for you spiritual wise. Because again, men are also taught that all you're supposed to do for a woman is provide for them. They're not taught to be emotional creatures and emotional beings, not the majority. Now, it is a lot of men who know and understand that for them to be a quality man, they have to nurture, provide, and protect, and, be able to provide for that woman in more ways than just financial security. But we're all programmed in that way. We're all programmed to think that no matter what, I'm just going to focus on this aspect because that's what I was taught. That's what I saw was lacking while I was growing up. So I'm just going to focus on that and neglect all else that's over that way. So I see women that see these men or are with these men that may care about them. They may care about them emotionally. They may want to make sure that she has her head on right. They want to make sure that she is secure on all levels. I see them leave those kinds of men for men who have the riches, the nice car, the nice house, the hoes, the popularity, and all of that, because to them, that's what stability is. That's where stability lies. So I would rather go ahead and leave you to be with him because you're cool and all. I like that you are there for me mentally. You stimulate me emotionally and things like that. But I'm looking for something more because growing up, I've seen my mother struggle. So I don't want to struggle. I don't want struggle love. And even to this day, I have women, most of which are bitter and broken or don't understand what I'm saying. They come on my videos and in the comment section, or they share my videos and they have these ridiculous captions that say things like, she's promoting struggle love and she's a pick me and this is the wrong message, this, that, and the third. And unbeknownst to them, I can understand their perspective of why you would say, my message is struggle love when it's not. I'm not telling you to go get with a broke bummy ass dude that wants you to take care of him. I'm not saying that. But they would take that and misconstrue and reinterpret the message to be something that is not, because again, we are taught at early ages that being with a man strictly because he loves you or strictly because you love him and he can't give you $1 million or $1,000 every other week when he wants to or when you want him to, then that's not the man for you to be with. And the reason why I feel like that's the wrong message, though, ladies, when people say things like, oh, fuck that struggle love bullshit, you need to go get you a man that can take care of you and blah, 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 because that message is simultaneously teaching you to go and get with a man that will neglect you in all other aspects for the sake of $1. It's teaching you to basically be a financial prostitute. You're prostituting yourself for some money by any means, even if that means this man doesn't really love you, he doesn't really care about you, he just wants to fuck you, and you cook for him, you clean up after him, and if you continue to do those things for me, then maybe I'll give you a stack. Maybe I'll let you stick around. But at the same time, like I always say, I know how to see different levels. I know how to see different sides. People would say, well, my message is to teach women to get with broke niggas, which I really don't understand. Get with broke niggas, build them up, get them to a point or a place to where they feel like they are financially secure or their confidence is boosted and their confidence is secure. And then you're going to prop them up, offer them to just leave you for the next best thing anyway, right? But again, that's not what I'm saying. And you guys are not understanding my message, because if you understood my message, then you would know and understand that I'm not telling you to get with men with those kinds of characteristics, those kinds of traits, those kinds of personality flaws. Those, ladies and gentlemen, are niggas, not men. That's the disconnect. That's where you guys are being led astray, because y'all are basically saying that I'm telling you to get with niggas and build with niggas and get them to get to a place to where they feel like they don't need you no more, and then they leave you. A king won't do that. A man won't do that. He won't. He absolutely won't. But that's what we are programmed to believe, fellas. So when you ask me in my inbox, why does this happen? That's why it happens. Because we were taught at early ages, and we're still being taught and reprogrammed even now as adults, that it's a sin, it's a crime, it's a shame, it is desperate, it is just so disgusting to get with a man that does not have X, Y, and Z, even if he is neglecting you in other areas, maybe A, B, and C in the process. And A, B, and C, those avenues or those areas may be the most important. But because X, Y, and Z is what is propped up and instilled in us to go after, that's what we go after. But this is the dynamic or the part where I want us women to really take it back home and understand. Because I speak from personal experience. When I got with my husband, he did not have anything. Okay? He was a college student. He was in college when I got with him. When he came home from college, he didn't have a job. He had a car, he had, some dollars on him. His people can, help him out or whatever like that. But he didn't have much. But he was a go-getter though. I saw that in him from the very moment that I got with him, that, even if he didn't have it, he's going to find a way to get it. And I love that about him. And so when he came home from college, I had my own place. I had just got my car and everything, and I was working. But he came home from college. He had 2 degrees, and he was trying to find a place to work, right? And it was really stressful because here you are. You went to college for 4 years. You obtained 2 degrees, and now you're at home trying to find a job that pays you decent money, and you're hard pressed to find it because y'all know how they treat Black men in America, especially Black men that are trying to do something with their lives. They make it extremely hard. So him being the man that he is, he said, fuck it. I'm not going to go ahead out here and let my ego get in the way. Yes, I know and understand that I deserve a lot more based upon what I know, based upon my knowledge, based upon my wisdom and understanding, based upon me going to school and getting these degrees and getting the education and blah, blah, blah. I know and understand that I'm worth a lot fucking more than what I'm about to do. But because I'm a man, and because I understand that a man is supposed to protect, a man is supposed to provide, a man is supposed to nurture and make sure that everything is in order by any means necessary, I'm going to go out here and I'm going to get this dead-end job working at Target. And that's what my husband did as a college graduate with 2 degrees, fresh out of school. He went and worked at Target for, I think he worked there for maybe 2 or 3 years, y'all. It was a long time. And that's how long it took for him to actually find a decent job. I'm not even going to say a decent paying job, but just a decent job. Okay? And what little that he did have, he was still taking care of home. I think at Target back then, it was maybe $9. And I'm talking about hard work and sacrifice. He getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning so he can go work at Target for $9 an hour. People would look at me and say, bitch, you stupid. Why the fuck are you with him? He only making this amount of money working at Target. He can't get this. He can't get that. You need to get you a man that has this, that, and the third, because that's what a woman is supposed to do. And best believe I'm looking around and I'm seeing lots of men that's driving this. They got this kind of job that pays this amount of money. They look good, they seem like they got it going on, but I'm wired differently. I have a little bit more wisdom than a lot of women. Okay? A lot of the average, typical women, I should say. Because there's a lot of beautiful queens out there that no one understands exactly what I'm saying. I'm not trying to put myself above anybody. But what I'm saying is the average woman would go after those kinds of men and be like, you know what, baby, I understand you a good man, but I thought that once you got out of school and you got these degrees, that you was gonna be making, you know, at least $25 an hour. I can't do this $9 shit. Like, I got stuff I need to do. I need a man that's gonna get my nails done. Because at the time, y'all, I didn't have my natural nails, okay? I didn't have my natural hair. I had weave. I had my nails done. I had the whole shebang. I was her, right? But I still had some kind of wits about myself. So to the average woman, the average typical woman, I should have left my husband back then when I saw that he was not able to get a decent paying job like he's supposed to, even though he was doing A, B, and C, which was making sure that I was taken care of, making sure that I was mentally and emotionally secure and stable, making sure that I was happy, making sure that I was taken care of on all other areas. But I was supposed to leave him, even though he was doing that for me, because he was only making $9 an hour working at Target. Fuck that he's a good man taking care of me with his $9. But because he's only making $9, I'm supposed to leave him. That's not what's up. That's embarrassing, right? You on this Build-A-Bear ass shit. What the fuck are you doing, queen? You a queen, right? Nah, you a pick-me ass bitch. You desperate, you thirsty, right? Right. That's what a lot of women would say and tell me, right? But again, I got a little bit more understanding, a little bit more wits about myself. So I'm looking at this man working his ass off, providing and paying bills and paying rent and shit with only $9, mind you. At the time, I think I was making like $12 an hour. I think I was working at Lowe's back then. And I was making $12. So again, on the outside looking in, it's looking like you being stupid. You make more money than your man. He got all the education and these degrees, but you making more money than him. He only making $9. You know, what the fuck? Yeah, you supposed to be doing this, that, and the third. Hell no, you need to leave this nigga alone. But I'm like, nah, he's still a king though. I know and understand. I know how to peep game and say that's a king when I see one. So I say, nah, I ain't leaving my man. Nah, because I see what he doing with $9. I can only imagine what he gonna do when he really gets to where he wants to be. So no, I'm staying with my man. Mind you guys, he just graduated from college, got 2 degrees, can't find a decent paying job or a job at all in his area, in his field, which is, I think, business management and marketing or some shit like that. I don't know. Can't find a decent job with these degrees, fresh out of school. Mind you, at the time, I only had my cosmetology license. And that's why I feel like it's fucked up in America, especially for us Black people and Black men in particular, because it's like you go to school and you work hard and you do everything that society or the world tells you not to do. You don't sell drugs. You stay out of the streets. You make sure you go to school. You get your degrees. You finish school. You do all you need to do as a Black man, and you still can't find nothing decent? You mean to tell me I did all the stuff that y'all tell me I'm supposed to do as a man and I still can't prevail? People that's doing that did the exact opposite from me are making more money than me, have more and better opportunities than me. That's the kind of shit that Black men are faced with, but that's another story. So I'm like, no, I'm sticking around. He's filling out for different jobs. He's filling out applications, getting denied left and right. Left and right. And as this woman, I feel that shit. Like, damn, I see my man trying. He busting his ass. He working his ass off. Damn, I feel bad for him. You know, we going on interviews. And like, yeah, we like you, but your hair type shit. Because, you know, my husband got long locks and shit. And, you know, that's the first thing people see when you walk into a job interview is your hair. your hair, you might want to cut it. You might need to cut it. But my husband is a strong black man, and he ain't going for the okie doke. He ain't going for the bullshit. So he like, nah, if you can't accept me, then I'm just not for you. In which I feel like everybody should have that mentality when it comes to life in general. If people can't accept you for who you are, fuck them. If people don't love you for who you are, fuck you, not for them. And that's okay. Don't try to be. Don't change yourself to appease other people. You'll never satisfy everybody all the time. All you can do is make sure that you are satisfying yourself and making the proper changes to become a better version of yourself for yourself, not for other people. Let's put that out there first and foremost. But I'm still sticking around. And then finally, he gets presented with a new job opportunity at a bank, right? And the money still ain't as good as it should, but it's a lot better than motherfucking Target busting your ass off, getting hurt, your body sore, slanging boxes all day, every day. It still ain't that, but it's something better. And I'm like, cool, my man finally moving up how he want to move up, right? So he's working there. While he's working there, he's still providing. He got a little bit more money of an increase, and he's still providing. He's still protecting. He's still nurturing and all of that and taking care of home. And again, he's making less money than me still. Because at this time, I'm working at AT&T. AT&T, when I left there, I was making like $18 an hour, something close to that, right? So I'm still making more money than my man, but my man is doing way more with what little that he has. You know what I'm saying? So I respect that. He's let me use my money to, reinvest in things and save and, things like that. And then he's using his little bitty money, but he know how to maneuver it. He know how to cultivate it. He know how to make it triple and double. That's what a king does. And that's what I need us to understand. It's not about what he does not have. It's about what he knows how to do with what he does have. But we don't understand and peep that game. We look at the quantity versus the quality of a man. And then we wonder why when we get with these men that have way more, but they're doing way less for us while we're losing. That's why you losing, queen, because you listening to these bitter, broken women that's teaching you the wrong shit about how to choose a king. A king cannot be defined by his glitter and gold or his crown. A king is defined by how he rules, his leadership, his characteristics, his qualities, not by what he is able to dress up and clothe himself in. A king does not even have to have a crown on. A king does not even have to be flashy and he's going to shine. Please understand that. But by y'all's definition, I was supposed to have left my husband, right? I stuck with him. By this time, he's generating more with what little that he has. He's reinvesting, and he says, you know what? I need to become, and I need to do more. What more can I do? I always had a knack for, fitness and health. So let me go ahead and see what that's about. My husband went and passed the hardest test there is as far as personal training, which was the NASM test. A lot of people were, a lot of people I know was like, yeah, I wanted to be a personal trainer, but that test was hard. They want you to know these terms and this terminology, and it's just so stupid and complex. My husband, on his own, he ordered the books, studied. My husband, he ain't no stranger to studying and reading on his own. He don't need nobody to tell him to do nothing. He's going to do it on his own. He went home. A lot of people was going to school for this shit. They needed an instructor to teach them what they're supposed to know for this test. But my husband said, nah, I can do this by myself. He ordered the proper materials. He studied. He went and passed that test on the first try. And they said that's the hardest test ever. One of the hardest tests ever. And I salute my king for that. So he went and got his personal training license. Or is it a license? I think it's a license. And then he went, took that, started working at a gym. Got more certifications. I think it's a certification, y'all. Got more certifications under his belt to where they pay him more an hour. Okay, and I'm talking, this is good money an hour, right? Still, he was at this bank though, making not a lot of money, right? Stuck around this bank, and he's doing the personal training. Personal training is paying pretty decent, but I mean, he wants more. He has this other job at the bank. It's not paying as much as he wants, but he's doing a lot. He's taking care of everything, y'all. No one understands. He's taking care of everything. I'm making $17, $18 an hour, and I don't have to really do nothing. He's making sure I'm taken care of. All right. I get laid off. I get laid off in October of last year. October 2018, AT&T decided to get rid of my position, which was that the what's it called? Sales support. What the fuck it was? The SSR, okay? Sales support representative. All I had to do, y'all, okay, it was the easiest job in the fucking world, which I fucking loved it. All I had to do was sign people in at the door, take their name down. I did that for majority of the damn day. I was on Facebook all damn day, getting paid $17, $18 an hour to sign people in on the tablet and be on Facebook. And then periodically, I had to do some paperwork in the back office, inventory, things like that. And then for the majority of the day, that's all I was doing, right? They say, look, we tired of paying y'all motherfuckers that kind of money to do nothing. So we're going to present y'all with an opportunity. You can either take the severance package, or you can stay here, but you have to be I think it's called you have to do something with sales, as far as like selling cell phones and shit. Y'all know I'm not selling shit that I don't believe in. I don't believe in these damn cell phones and shit. I only got one because, I mean, I need one, but I ain't with all of that. I wouldn't even upgrade my phone if Apple didn't keep putting these damn glitches in them. Bastards. But anyway, I ain't with all of that. I said, no, I don't want to do that. The money was a lot better. I'm not going to lie. Okay, the money was a lot better. I'm talking about I could make double the salary that I was making with being with being an SSR. But I turned it. First, I was like, no, I don't want to do that. But I didn't say that. I went to my husband. Because they let me know, like, hey, you know, those are your ultimatums. Those are your choices. You can either take the severance package, or you can stay, but you have to sell. You got to bust your ass off selling shit and upselling stuff. And I just don't. I just didn't want to be dealing with that. You got to meet these quotas and shit. I said no. So I went to my husband. I said, what should I do? My husband told me, this is the king, y'all. My husband told me, nah, just leave. You need to take this time and, focus on what you need to focus on. And at the time, I'm like real nervous though, because I'm like, yeah, I do, but I don't know. I don't want to have that kind of pressure on you like that to be able to, or to have to take care of me like that. He's like, well, I've been doing that anyway. I'm going to do what I got to do. Don't worry about that. You need to focus on building your own thing. And so him being the king that he was, I said, okay, I'm going to trust my man and I'm going to leave. Yeah, the severance package was so whack. Let me tell y'all how whack this severance package was. Now, usually when you hear about a severance package, right, you're thinking about they're going to pay you up front your salary for the year, which at the time I think I was making like maybe $35,000 a year. Oh, you're getting the $35,000, but maybe half of that, and then you can leave, right? No, that's not what they did for us. What they did for us was they gave us $700 per year that we worked there, and then they gave us $1,400 or something like that for the first 2 years, and then $700 for each year after that. So I was only there for like 4 years. So I only got like maybe, let me see, 14. I think it was 1,400. I think I ended up leaving with like $3,500, but they taxed it. So, yeah, it was only like $2,000 that I got. That's after working there for 4 years. AT&T gave me $2,000. Bitch, I made that in a month. I made more than that in a month. I'm like, what the hell? Whatever. So I just had to take it and figure out what I wanted to do. And I just had to bust my ass off. But I say all of that to say that my man, I should have left him a long time ago. Because he didn't have much. He didn't have money. He didn't have this, that, and the third. So I should have left him. And I still think to this day, what if I would have left him and got with one of those quote unquote men that I should have got with that had X, Y, and Z, but they didn't have A, B, and C. I wonder how many of them would have been able to say, you know what, go ahead, baby, quit your job, and we just need to focus on investing in you and making sure that you can build your own and this, that, and the third. They'd probably been like, nah, bitch, I ain't with all of that. You need to have your own shit. Like, yeah, I can give you this for now, but I ain't trying to take care of you like that for the long term. Mind you, my husband's still filling out applications, trying to, get more, because now he understands that he has more of a responsibility. My woman doesn't have, this extra money coming in. She needs me. So what can I do to get even more money? Mind you, he's at the bank still making not that much. And then he acquired his personal training license and certificate and got more credentials behind that. So he's making good money at the gym, but he's only doing that part-time. His main source of income is coming from this bank that's not paying that well. So he's filling out. Getting denied, y'all, left and right. I should have left him, right? This man can't get a fucking job to save his life. Like, where you gonna get a decent? According to y'all, I should have left him. But he understands. I gotta turn it up. He turns it up, y'all. He starts selling books. He starts selling shirts. Starts selling merchandise. Starts selling workout regimens, workout plans, blah blah blah. And then finally, y'all, a few years later, 3 years later, he's at a position to where he can take care of everything for real, and then some. Got promoted at another bank, y'all, because he wants to move up the banking ladder, because he says he's learned a lot from being in the bank. He really wants to have his own branch. Now he's an assistant manager at a bank, making really good money. Okay, it's really decent money. On top of him working at the gym, making X amount of dollars, which is really good money. Really decent money to where he can take care of home, take care of his bills, my bills, and then some. So that's why I say to a lot of y'all women that tell women out there that they should leave these broke ass niggas. We not finna build these niggas up, because y'all just be building them up so they can leave y'all. No, y'all are building up niggas though. It's a difference between building with a king and building with a low vibrational nigga. And a lot of y'all are building with those thinking that they are kings, when you know and understand in your heart that they're not. So you would rather just discard a good man that doesn't have a lot right now, but you see is striving, and that you see is working, that and understand without a shadow of a doubt that he would not turn his back on you, that he would not leave you, that he's working his ass off to make sure that he can take care of you. Y'all would leave him to get with this man that has X, Y, and Z, that cannot feed you, that can only feed you financially, but cannot feed you emotionally and mentally, that's cheating on you left and right, that has this, that, and the third, but does not have anything to nourish your spirit, because that's what you guys are taught to go after. Well, I'm trying to teach y'all to not go after that all the time. Am I saying that you should just get with a broke, bummy dude? No. But you should get with a man that you see that is striving, though, that is putting in the work. Don't misinterpret what I'm saying and think that I'm saying that you should get with a man that has potential only. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying get with a man that is doing something with his potential. What's up, Sierra? She said, speak, sis. Get with a man that is doing something with his potential, not somebody that you can just see potential in, because potential it means nothing if it's not going to be tapped into. So while y'all out here preaching to women that they should not build a man up and not do this and the third and not take care of that and not take, that's the wrong message. Y'all need to have a little bit more context and a little bit more clarity behind what y'all are saying, because y'all are giving these young women the wrong message and they're running with it. And then they are continuing on these toxic cycles of toxic relationships because they think that all that they need from a man is financial stability or financial or materialistic things from him, and then the rest can be neglected. And we're wondering why we feel depressed. We're wondering why we feel insecure. We're wondering why we feel like something is missing. That's why it is missing. You need more than just finances. You need a man that's going to take care of you in more ways than one, that's going to strive and make sure that he's going to take care of you by any means necessary. If he got to work at Target, if he got to work at McDonald's, and I don't know, the motherfucking dollar store, he's going to work at all those different places to make sure that he is doing what he has to do. That is the kind of man that you should want to build with. Not with a man that, I don't know, works at some kind of corporate office making, $100,000 a year, but he's not a good person to be with. No, get with the man that's gonna do whatever he has to do. If he got to work 5 different jobs to make 100,000, he's gonna do that to make sure that he's taking care of you and providing for you and loving you and sustaining you. Go after that man. Because like the king that inboxed me said, he said, some women are so in tune with what they want at the time they want it that they believe whatever man can and help them sustain their goals quickly and fuck them, that's what's good. So we're going after the men that can get us to our designated place that we want to be in life the quickest, even if that's the most toxic and unhealthy way to get there. We're doing it by any means necessary. No, stick with the man that has the capability or the characteristics to be able to make sure that everything in every way possible is taken care of. It may take longer to get there, but you're going to get there. And when you do get there, you're going to be happy. You're going to be secure. You're going to be stable. Work with them. Work with them. Be patient. I'm not saying, ladies, to get with these broke bummy dudes who are not striving, who are just struggling and bringing you down. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that either. But what I am saying is, when you get with a man that does not have much, but he's doing a lot with what little he does have, stick with that man. I hear a lot of men yelling 50-50 though on social media, but that's beautiful. Peace, Michaela. 50-50. This is what I'm thinking. I have an issue with the 50-50 thing as well, but then I don't. Let me explain, y'all. I feel like too many of us are also misinterpreting 50-50. Or we're going about it in a toxic way. We're saying that I'm not going to do shit that you're not going to do for me. Now, I ain't taking care of that. You need to do this. You need to do that. And to a certain extent, I understand it. But this is why I don't kind of respect it, especially when it comes from men. Because some men say that in a very toxic and degrading and bummy type way. And I'm sorry, fellas, but I got to go there. Okay? I got to be real with y'all, too. It's a lot of bummy ass dudes out here who don't want to go the extra mile for their woman. Right? Even if she's a good woman. I'm talking about she takes care of home. She's a good mother. She's a good wife. She does all of that. She cooks, she cleans, she nurtures. She, just all of that, right? It's some men out here who let that 50-50 talk prevent them from going out of their way to make sure that their woman is taken care of on all aspects. They use it as a cutoff. Like, no, I'm going to do just enough. I'm going to do just enough that's required of me. I'm not going to go above and beyond for my woman or for my family because I need my woman to go the extra 50 miles. I'm not going to all the 100. I'm not doing that. And I don't agree with that. I feel like a man, especially, and I'm sorry if y'all, look, whatever. I go in on men and women. It is what it is. For a man, I just feel like y'all should be held in a different regard. Like, y'all should be the type of individuals that can lead, that can provide, that can nurture and sustain a household by yourself. You shouldn't need your woman to work. And I don't know if that's just me, but I just personally feel that way. I feel like a man shouldn't need his woman to work. If she does, that's cool. But for the most part, I feel like you guys should be able to sustain the household by yourselves. Not just use that 50-50 as a crutch to just do just enough. To me, that's bummy in and of itself. Now, am I saying that you shouldn't have certain requirements for your woman? No. If you want your woman to be able to chip in here and there, yes, that's cool. That's all right. But to sit there and say, no, I'm not doing that. A woman needs to meet me halfway and take care of the rest. And that's an absolute thing that has to be in place. I got mixed feelings about that. Because again, I have a man that did not have nothing. I told y'all the story. I gave y'all the background. Didn't have much of nothing when he got with me. And I saw and I seen how he moved, how he maneuvered. Well, I saw his skill set. I saw his mindset. I saw everything about. I saw his business moves and things like that. I saw how he was moving with what little that he did have. And I had more than him at the time. Okay, I was always making at least, let me see. I was always making at least $2 to $8 more than my husband in the beginning of our relationship. I always made that much more than him. And still, he was able to take care of home without having me to say, well, no, we're going to go 50-50 because I ain't got a lot. And so you're going to have to go 50-50. My husband never did that to me. So, and if I can see that a man can do that, I don't understand why all men can't do that. Period. A man should be able to take care by any means necessary. So when I hear men say, well, nah, you got to be 50-50. I ain't doing all of that. To me, that's a weak mentality, bruh. I ain't going to really want to build with you. Because, again, what happens when you do fall on hard times, like how we fell on hard times with my husband? You know what I'm saying? I got laid off unexpectedly. They told us a day before that we were going to lose our jobs. I didn't have time to prepare for that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have time to say, okay, in 6 months, I'm going to lose my job. Let me stack up. No, they told us one day in advance, tomorrow we're going to talk about you guys, what you want to do as far as the job is concerned, because we're out. We can't do this no more. And if my man was on that 50-50 bullshit, my woman got to do this, that, and the third, he would have told me, basically, fuck your goals, fuck your dreams and your aspirations. You need to take that job offer because I need help with these bills. My husband said, nah, baby, I got you. You need to focus on what you need to focus on anyway. Take that as a sign that you just need to go. It's time for you to advance and move forward. I'll figure that out. That's what a king does, y'all. That's what a man does. I'll figure it out. I got you. But he ain't gonna let you be lazy though. Because he still made me do what I had to do for myself. But it was for me. He doesn't need my money. As a man, he's going to take care of that. That's something I don't got to worry about. I don't ever got to worry about paying a bill. That's what a man does. So that 50-50 talk, I to a certain extent, it depends on the context that he's using it in. If you're saying 50-50 as far as us putting in the work for our relationship and making it work, yes. But to sit there and say, I need a woman to take care of these kinds of bills and take care of this kind of bill, that's where you kind of lost me. Because a man gonna take care of that, period. He don't need my money. He may need my love. He may need my support mentally, physically, emotionally, but financially, he got that. And if he don't, he gonna make it work. Every time I have a problem, when it comes to, I don't know how this is going to get paid, my husband say, don't worry about it. I'll figure it out. All you need to do is focus on how you can do that so that you won't have this problem in the future. But for right now, I got you. That's what a man does. But according to y'all, I should have left my man a long time ago because he didn't have X, Y, and Z. Get with you a man that has A, B, and C, because if he has A, B, and C, he's going to get the X, Y, and Z sooner or later. And like the king said in my inbox, it may take a little longer, but he gonna get it. Don't give up on a king. Don't give up on a good man, y'all, for $1. Abdul says, I have never had a 50-50 talk. It depends, King, and I salute you, but it depends. It depends on what the 50-50 talk is about. Is it about 50-50, she got to pay all these bills 50-50, or is it 50-50, she has to contribute in some way? Doesn't have to be the same exact things that you are doing, but it has to be of equal value. Remember how we keep talking about that? That I can understand, I can appreciate. But you talking about, no, she got to pay these bills and that bill and that rent. I ain't paying all these bills by myself. Then that's when I feel like that's a little bit, that's bummy to me. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Majestic says he supports everything you do. He makes sure your mental, physical, spiritual atmosphere is non-toxic, the best of his ability. That means you do not worry about finances. You do not worry about the necessities of the home, the car, the lights, the water. None of those things. He's got you covered because he worships you. You are the best thing that ever happened to him. That's how a man supposed to feel about his woman mentally. Peace to you, Majestic, love, power. I absolutely agree. Whenever I feel overwhelmed, my husband be like, don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. I got it. You just focus on what you need to do. And this another thing, y'all. A king is not going to sit there and allow you to feel sorry for yourself. He's not. Oh, hell no. My husband, oh, hell no. He don't allow that. He allow you to say what's bothering you, and then it's about solutions. What's the solution? Because he don't want to hear too much complaining. That's not going to fix the issue. What are you going to do about it? SQ Square says the man's first responsibility is to maintain his own position by loving himself. True indeed, Esquire. So you have to make sure that you are able to differentiate between what's a king and what's a bum. Because men don't want bums either, ladies. They don't want no woman that they are just going to have to sit around and make do everything, and she just wants to complain and she just wants to fuss and be sad and depressed about everything. No, I'm not saying a man's going to tolerate that. Absolutely not. He's still going to need his woman to maintain him in different areas. Make sure that his home is his sanctuary. Make sure that he is being emotionally supported, mentally supported, physically supported, okay? In more ways than one. I know that may be a little graphic, but I'm just being real, okay? If he's a good man, certain things you're just going to have to do for him, especially if he's making sure that the household is taken care of. Stop giving up on these good men because they're not where they want or need to be right now. It may take a little bit, but stick it out, y'all. Especially if you're seeing that he's taking care of home with what little that he does have. Now, if he's a man that does not have a lot and he's just trying to sustain you with just love, but he's not really striving to do much of anything else, you know, let's talk about that too, y'all, because that's another aspect, another thing that maybe we're struggling with. Maybe we're with a good man, okay? He is there for us mentally, emotionally, and all of that, but maybe he does not have the financial capabilities to really take care of and sustain a home, right? And provide for us. Don't stick around with that man too long either. And let me explain why. While we want to be with a man that makes us feel secure in different ways, whether that is mentally, emotionally, and all of that, he still has to be a man, though. And what I mean by that is he still has to go the extra miles to put in that work to make sure that he is providing for you and protecting you and sustaining that household. Because love can't pay the bills. While it's important, it can't pay the bills. It's all about that man's ways and actions and his mentality and how he moves. All of that is a factor. Shakir says, right. Sasha says, that's not graphic. You're too cute. Peace to you, Sasha. No, but seriously, you can't do that either. And a lot of us women are out here like, well, he's a good man. But yeah, he a good man, but he ain't going to really be able to take care of you. You're going to be struggling your whole life. And I feel like that's the aspect that a lot of women are trying to hit on, but they're not getting that across. Instead, they're just saying discard the whole man, you know, even if he's a good man, if he can't provide for you. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that it's levels to all of this. Get with a man that is able to, you know, sustain you mentally, physically, emotionally, and financially, and all of that. But if he's not trying to make sure that he's taking care of the whole playing field, that man is not for you either. I don't care how much you think you love him, how much you think he loves you. Nah, because that's struggle love. Struggle love is sticking around with a man who is not trying to go above and beyond to make sure that he is providing for you. And struggle love is also being with a man that neglects you in every way possible except for financially. That's struggle love too. So those women out here telling you to discard the man but only get with him because he's able to pay for this and pay for that and provide for that, that's struggle love too. Because you're not going to be happy with that man. We need a man that is in every way possible making sure that he's doing what he needs to do, period. Don't get with no man because he loves you and you feel like he's a sort of a good man. And I've been there before. That's why I'm saying, I'm speaking from experience when I tell y'all this. I've been there before where I felt like a guy was a decent guy, you know, but he wasn't really striving like he needed to strive. Yeah, baby, I'm here for you while you're struggling right now. I'm going to build with you. But if I feel like I'm putting in a lot more work than you're putting in and you ain't really trying like that, you just talking a good game and you just, you know, trying to pacify me with good love and stuff, like that gets old too, y'all. Love can't pay the bills. And I know that sounds harsh, but I'm just being real on all aspects of what I'm saying. It's a combination, y'all. It's not just one thing over the other. It's not just get with a man that loves you, but he can't provide for you. And it's not just get with a man that can provide for you, but he does not love you. It's a combination. Get with a man that loves you. Get with a man that cares about you. Get with a man that may not have everything that you want him to have right now, but you see that he's trying to strive, that he not trying to strive, but that he is striving, that he is putting in the work to make sure that one day soon it's going to come into fruition. That's what I'm saying, y'all. And with that being said, I'm gonna get off of here. I hope y'all understood what I was saying on this. If not, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I did the best I could. I don't want to be here all day. Still got to get in this kitchen and wash these dishes and cook breakfast when my husband comes back. But yes, y'all, that's why a lot of women are neglecting the good quality men for the low vibrational men that maybe can provide for them financially. It's because that's what we are taught. We've grown up in environments or in circumstances where our mothers were with men that didn't have a lot, and we don't want that for ourselves. So by any means necessary, we're going to neglect everything else, all for the sake of a mighty dollar. And to me, that's just as toxic, and I don't agree with that. Get with a man that loves you and that is actively striving to provide for you by any means necessary. With whatever he has, he's going to make sure he's doing the best with that he can. Get with that man. Stay with that man. That's not struggle love. That's not struggle love. That is true and genuine love. And one day soon, you're going to look back like, damn, I'm so happy. I'm so grateful. I did not listen to those bitter women that were telling me to leave my man because he didn't have X, Y, and Z at the time. But I saw that he was putting in the necessary works and efforts to obtain X, Y, and Z. I'm so glad I stuck with him, because now I not only have X, Y, and Z, I still have A, B, and C to complement that as well. And that's what makes a wholesome, healthy relationship. I see all the hearts and likes. I see y'all. I love y'all. I respect y'all. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys later. Much love and peace, okay? Make sure that you like this video, share this video, subscribe over on YouTube, and follow me right here over on Facebook, because we have dope conversations and dope content. So make sure that you come back, all right? If you're new, come back. If you're old, stay, okay? But if you want to go, that's fine too. Somebody else will come back to take your place, all right? But I'm going to see y'all later, though. I love y'all. I respect y'all. I know it's early as hell. Y'all could be doing anything else, so I do appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys later. Much love and peace. All right, YouTube. I love y'all, too. Thank you so much. I didn't get to see a lot of y'all. Let me say what's up to my crown heads over on Facebook. I see Sasha, Justin, Evan, T. Tyrell, LaMarcus was good. Amanda was good. S Squared was good. Leo was good. Shakir. To Shia. I think that's what you say. My sis, this is the truth. Peace to you. Who else I see? Yes, for motivation was good. Conscious Coon Killer was good. King. DeMarcus. Who else? Michael, Jerome. I'll be trying to say what's good. Queen Rita. Is that everybody, y'all? I don't like to make people feel neglected. What's up, King? Artavius was good. Deacons was good. Rick, hey, how you doing? The Ray J was good. Bar Fahalik. That's how you say that. What's good, y'all? Who else do I see? Was that everybody, y'all? I think that was everybody. But thank you guys for tuning in. If you're new, like the video, share the video, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Peace, y'all. I gotta go and wash these damn dishes so I can whip up this breakfast. I'll see y'all later.